Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Paddock. I hope that you're doing well. For today's science, we're going to be talking about the seasons. And of course, you know, because you're such smarties, that there are 4 seasons. There is spring, summer, fall, and winter, okay? And I've sent to your parents 4 worksheets. One is a spring one, summer, fall, and winter. Ask them to print them out if they could. If they do not have a printer, you could just get 4 pieces of paper and you can draw me the trees like I'm going to ask you in a second, okay? So I'm going to show you those worksheets right now, and hopefully you're able to follow along and do this assignment, okay? So hold on. There we go. So these are your 4 worksheets. So there's a spring one, a summer, a fall, and a winter. And they all look the same, except the pictures all change, okay, on the bottom. So what you're going to do is we're going to look at the spring one here. So you are going to color only the pictures that belong in spring. Okay, so if you look down here, you'll see there's a pumpkin, there's a girl planting, there's a butterfly, there's some mitts, there's a kid playing in water, and there's some, like in muddy puddles or whatever, and there's a rain, a cloud with some rain. So you're going to think about which picture belongs in spring. Okay, then you're going to color just the pictures that belong in spring. You're going to cut them out, and you're going to glue or tape them into these boxes here. The top part here, you see this blank space here, you're going to draw a tree. A deciduous tree, that's the type of tree where the leaves, they grow in the spring just as buds, they grow, and then in the fall they turn colors and they fall off, and winter there's no leaves, right? So that's a deciduous tree. And you're going to draw a tree here, and you're going to do a spring tree, okay? So we're going to do for each one of these, so spring, summer, fall, and winter, we're going to do those worksheets, and I'm going to show you what mine look like right now. I'm going to go around the table. Here's mine here. And this is what it looks like. So here are my 4 worksheets, okay? I've finished them, except it's not really all finished because what I haven't done is I haven't cut the pictures out yet, okay? But you are gonna cut the pictures out of yours, okay? So we're gonna look at the spring one. And so for spring, if you look at the pictures down here, there's 4 pictures that you should have colored. The girl planting, you should have colored that one because that's what we do in the spring. There's lots of butterflies in the spring. There's a boy here who's playing in some puddles, and there's some rain here, a rain cloud. So those are the 4 pictures. 1, 2, 3, 4. Color, cut it out, and then glue or tape them into these boxes here. Now your spring tree will look something like this. I added a little bit of grass. Now there's not many leaves on a spring tree. They're just kind of buds. Remember, the buds are really like tight buds, and then eventually they'll start to open up and you have some nice leaves. But your tree should kind of look like this one here. Don't forget to put your name at the top as well on all 4 sheets. Now if we move on to summer, summer looks a little bit different than the spring one. Look at the trees, little buds here, and this one, look at the crown. Lots and lots of leaves in the summer tree, right? If we look at the items on the bottom here, the 4 pictures that you should be coloring are the flip-flops, the sun, the kid splashing in the sprinkler, and the kid here making sandcastle, okay? So those are the 4 pictures that you should color, cut them out, and then glue them in the right space, in the right spaces here, okay? Let's look at the fall worksheet. So fall, again, the tree looks a little different, not like the big crown that we see here. Instead, we see that the leaves have changed colors. So we see lots of reds and yellows and that sort of stuff. Some of them have fallen onto the ground because this is fall. Okay, so make sure your tree looks like a fall tree. Now the pictures on the bottom, there's 4 pictures that we think of when we think of fall. These kids here are playing in the leaves. We see a turkey, because of course we celebrate Thanksgiving in the fall. This kid here has a basket full of apples. So lots of people go picking apples and other fruits and things like that because it's the harvest. And then this one here, there's a big pumpkin right next to that kid there. So we think of pumpkins and all that in the fall. So color those 4 pictures, cut them out, and then glue them into the 4 spots there. And then the last worksheet we have is the winter one. So again, the tree in winter looks almost like the fall one, except there's no leaves anymore. And all we see, we don't see any grass or anything now. Now I just put some snow in there, and you can see I put some snowflakes falling too. So the branches are bare, so no leaves on the winter tree, and there's some snow and stuff. So that's it. And if you look at the items on the bottom, what do we think of when we think of winter? Well, we think of skating. We think of playing in the snow. Hey, we think of building a snowman. And of course, we think of snow. So those should be the 4 pictures that you should color. Then you're going to cut them out and glue them into the 4 boxes there. Okay, so those are the 4 worksheets. Yours should look like this, except of course you will have cut out the pictures and put them in the right place, okay? So I just left it like that so that you can see what mine look like, but you're gonna finish it, finish it all, okay? All right, so that's it. Again, this worksheet might take you a little bit of time to do, and that's okay. You can do one worksheet today, one tomorrow, or you can do them all. Doesn't matter. But if your parents could send me a picture of those worksheets, I would really appreciate that. That means I would be, I very much would like that. And I hope that you're having a good day and you're being good at home and, make sure that you're listening to mom and dad and stuff, okay? I miss you, I love you, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.